top side here. Seal play is committed. Onic Esports still going to hold on just fine for now. Sanford trying to clear at that mid lane. Onic Esports still able to hold the high ground for now. Everybody getting in position here. The first one to pull the trigger, it's Onic Philippines that backs off.
All right, if we're looking at the total gold between both of these teams, even though Echo has a 3.1k gold lead, if we're talking about power spikes here, Onic, their core members should have the right items. We're looking, yes, Ludox, 4 items already completed. We're looking at Granger, expected to have 4 items, no problem. Same goes for the Valentina, but on the opposite end, we're seeing that even Xavier, he's ready to party now. He's scaled and almost maxed out his items.
I do want to point out, Melissa have Athena shield. You know, this is going to be really, really good to not die in one shot. As long as this guy doesn't die in one shot from the Ruby DD combo from CW, he's going to turn around with Inspire, right? You know how much lifesteal he's going to get just by activating the auto attack.
Well, that's what I mean. Echo Philippines doing such a good job at allowing Benny Cutie not to even be in that position, right? Sanji using the Mystic Field if he has to. A lot of times, even Yawi, if he's not initiating, he's peeling there for them. And of course, you have that double, pretty much CC coming out from Carlos Easy here. So, Onic Esports, slowly but surely, they can find those weaknesses in Echo Philippines lineup. But I feel like at this point, every time it's going to come down to those Lord fights.
Absolutely, and I think that's why Onic is playing really passively here. They're not trying to make active plays because they know how valuable their battle spells are, and considering their items, they know that they're pretty much even with Echo, and Echo might have a slight advantage in situational items, but as long as Benny QT goes down, they've got a huge advantage.
Yeah, I also want to point out Kyrie's item. This guy built 2 tank items, right? He has Brute Force Breastplate. He's going for Athena Shield as well. I mean, he doesn't have that much damage. He only have 3 damage items completely. Now, that means with the beefy frontline like Fredrin, like Kanja, it's going to be kind of hard. We already seen how much Sanji is doing with Xavier, with the Downing Light combo. It's absurd at this point, and the Granger is going to be hard to walk up. Vision comes out. It seems like this might be a Lord they want to steal or just give it away to Echo. Here we go.
They're going to come out with the conceal play. Lord going to be half health here. Trying to get a position the best they can. Keyboy going to charge up. Might look for that wide push. Dawning Light comes out, chunks a few members down. Here comes the call from Sanford. Going to push them back here. Lord just going to go in the hands of Carl Teasy. And Onic Esports decides it's better to just defend.
I think that was a good idea too. 3 of their members, man, Sanji's damage is not to be messed with right now. But I think Onic understand that even if the Lord starts pushing in, it does mean that Echo kind of have to come up together, which is something that Onic is looking to make a play off of, because the Lord side, they only saw 2 members physically visible, but the rest disappearing. So that's not the situation they're looking for. They have to find the right puzzle pieces if they want to make it click.
But it seems like this is now Echo's game to lose, right? They up 5,000 gold. The wave is beautifully synced. Now Lord coming in. There are a lot of skills being used mid lane. And here comes a dash. Here comes a dive.
Lord's gonna go ahead and do work there. Yawi gonna flicker in. He's gonna try to get boots down. D-Boy there to help him out, able to survive for now. Onic Esports trying to do their best to hold on here the best they can. Carl Teasy gonna escape the base. They don't want to get pulled either, as you mentioned, Dave. Echo Philippines, they gotta be careful. It is a 5k gold lead, but the wrong move can turn this game around.
It could absolutely turn it around, and I think Onic, they understand it. They've got a decent amount of wave clear all across the board, and I think especially coming back to the item build that Dave was mentioning about Kyrie building a little bit more defensively rather than hyper-aggressive, he understands that his damage overall isn't going to matter physically against these tanks. Wait, the conceal play, this might be it.
Conceal play coming in, D-Boy doesn't come in, not just yet. They get the float out from CW, there's the Dawning Light. Sanford's Immortality's gonna be popped. Can they grab the kill? Kyrie able to secure one himself. Carl Teasy can't get the Prisoner's Wrath. Yawi quite low. It's going to be an immortality for an immortality. He's in trouble as Keyboy falls here. Kyrie, though, waiting there. Yawi's immortality is up. CW able to clean up the kill, but it's a bad news for him as he falls in the foot. It's an even trade.
Honestly, even though that CW died there, making it a 2-for-2 isn't so bad when you're the team behind. However, we're kind of maxed out on gold here. It's not a matter of who's got the better economy, it's who can execute a cleaner play.
Now, I gotta say, one more time, Kyrie's damage is falling off, right? Usually Granger is supposed to skill harder and harder in the late game, but just now you saw he did a full skill 1 damage onto the Frederick. And it almost did no damage, right, friend?
Tickled him.
Yeah, just tickled him a little bit. I mean, at this point, you got to be worried about who's going to be the main damage. You even protect Kyrie. Is it worse to protect Kyrie at this point?
I think I think Kyrie is a little more self-sufficient, and I think his ultimate is a really useful tool. Let's think of it as utility rather than hard damage at this point, because now they just need to slow them down enough to chase them so that Boots could look for an engage. Sands might be able to get multiple people, but the most ideal one is through BDD combo coming up from CW.
Yeah, you know what I love? Honestly, it's too late for this, but if Boots had the weapon mastery on the Grok, because really, I mean, he hasn't been able to utilize the high-end drive. And I feel like, he's picked up those items on that Grok, but still, you kind of lose out on picking that high-end drive instead of having a weapon mastery here. But still, T-Boy gonna go find Sanford here. It's another Lord Dance. As Carl Teasy gonna go ahead and start it up. Onic Esports getting in position here. Notice the positioning as well for Yawi. Might be looking for a pick. Sands does not have that Divine Judgment just yet. He's looking for Yawi as well. Carl TZ keeping it in this area for Echo Philippines. There's Yawi. He's gonna pull Boots. Do they engage on this? Carl TZ gets the knockup. Boots goes on target, but Sandy falls. CW grab the kill. Pops the Winter Truncheon, but gonna fall from Yawi as well. Keyboy reinitioning this a flicker out. Carl TZ gonna force Kyrie back here. Now it's Keyboy in trouble. He goes low, can't get away as Sanford grabs a kill.
I mean, this is a double core we're talking about. Xavier is a core, yes, he can kill Xavier, but what about Benny QT? Right, the Melissa, the scariest person on the map right now. That person's untouched. This two never overlap the position. That means there's only one person CW can kill, right, at this point. It's so hard, even if he gets on Benny QT, because the Athena shield is making it impossible to kill as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, this is looking really, increasingly bad for the side of Onic Esports.
For sure. I think Onic have a really tough road ahead of them. I feel like Echo has some good protocols, and I think, teams especially need to understand, or maybe even learn from this game, from Echo specifically, the positioning that they have around these lords. It feels like you cannot fail.
I mean, at this point, we've seen this a couple times now. Onic Esports going to have to do the defense game for this Lord marching on top, and every time it's going to give it a little bit harder and harder. And really, I mean, if even the previous fight, Sands, again, was not able to have that Divine Judgment, and that is the key ultimate that he wants to take here, because then at least you can be the one to initiate these fights, especially in the defense of this base. Now Onic Esports, once again, it's a dire situation for them here. Echo Philippines going to work on this mid-turret for now. That's the pull. Keyboy's in trouble. Has the immortality for now, going to be popped, but he's going to go down here just now. While Charge did come out, another falls. Dawning Light's gonna come out. They have to work on the Lord. Echo Philippines working on the Crystal. Another falls here, and that's gonna be it as Echo Philippines draws first blood in the series. GG, well played.